Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap may not be your typical remaster of a AAA title, but in many ways it puts a lot of those to shame. After having worked on 3 or 4 remasters myself, it can certainly be said I'm getting tired of working on them, but playing them is a different story. I've played some remasters that are just shinier, upscaled versions of the former game and generation they came from, and most of those are fine. Then I've played remasters that overhaul everything from the graphics to the gameplay and try to tint the experience with rose-colored glasses. Those are neat too, and in some cases better for newcomers. My favorite remaster to this day may not shock you, as it's one that I worked on, Halo the Master Chief Collection, and before that, Halo 1 Anniversary, changed what we should expect from a remaster that not only enhances the original, but takes every opportunity to respect it. For some reason, remasters of retro games have been few and far between, as most turn into what I'd call reimaginings. My favorite of which may be Metroid Zero Mission, which started off sort of like the NES Classic, but wound up giving me a completely fresh experience, and was honestly better for it. For every carefully crafted Metroid Zero Mission or Master Chief Collection, however, you get a dud like Turtles in Time. What makes Wonder Boy particularly interesting, though, is that while it was certainly popular on its initial release to the Master System back in the day, it's nowhere near as popular as many of the other games that get the remaster treatment. Fortunately, not being popular doesn't have anything to do with quality, as even though I skipped over this classic in my childhood, Wonder Boy charmed me into loving it. Controls feel like any polished 8-bit platformer with a little momentum in your movement to give your character some weight, plus satisfying, albeit simplified combat. Like many old-school platformers, timing is everything as you explore the innovative open world and learn exactly when to strike at enemies or jump over obstacles. This game takes patience, and lots of it, but it's rewarding and not overly punishing. Even in death, you retain all the coins and items you've collected with the exception of sub-weapons, which need to be collected every time you respawn back in the town. Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap has a strong Zelda 2 vibe, and in the best possible way. You don't have to crawl through Death Mountain within the first 15 minutes of gameplay, and there's no slowly paced overworld with randomly spawning monsters. Each of the characters you unlock while you play have different abilities and are fun to use in their respective environments. The characters essentially serve as items you'd collect in a Metroid or Zelda game, and give you access to the next area in the game, though some exploration may be required. Grinding to earn upgraded weapons and armor is necessary, and I know it's not for everyone, but I never found the grinding to be overbearing. Since the game encourages you to explore and uncover hidden secrets, grinding just felt like a natural part of the gameplay loop. What I could have done without, though, is having to remember where all the specific vendors were located, as they tend to be scattered out across the entire game world and only specific vendors sell certain special items. As fun as it was to run through a Master System classic on my PS4, what made it more enjoyable was just how true to the original they were. If you want to, with the push of a button, you can instantly transform the graphics and music back to 8-bit with a classy screen wipe, a feature which I used throughout my entire playthrough. Seeing how some of the characters were reimagined and how spectacular the new art and music were, while tightly sticking to the original gameplay, would have been no easy feat for the developers to pull off, but I think it paid off in the end. To us at the Design Defect, Wonder Boy now holds the top spot for the ultimate remaster treatment.